side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. You know we my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
20. Double dog, that's the way.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. From the 50, it's Goff. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Kareem Martin. Look at the big man rumble, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ben Gideon in on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Tay Davis there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Switch. Topper. Yes. Me. I got to go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. A big play there for the Giants. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey, exit. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Go. Hey, number 28. Mike. He's coming. Check in. Drop deep.
Throwing Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Key 26. Single.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Finds his tight end Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
I'm here all day. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, Charlie. Let's put that team on the bus. Let's go.
On 2nd and a yard, Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Hold on.
From the 24, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, nice 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On first down, Jones looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, he finds an opening past the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, Will!
On 2nd and 7, Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Bravo!
Goff on 3rd down. He's going to let one go deep for... That's caught inside the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Let's go, boy! Bring it up!
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Push him back. 58 to Mike. Yeah.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. And Tate's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jones to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Goff now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. And this is incomplete. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Set. Smooth. 50. Plant. I'm trying to collect. Switch. 58.
Jones on 3rd down. And able to find Green. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
We own alpha. We own them. And 58 is a Mike.
From the gun on third down, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing on third. Gone. A deep ball for Gurley. He's got a man. Complete. They'll get 34 yards there.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Gone. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Kareem Martin coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Out of the gun. Gone. He finds his target. It's Crowder. A good pickup there. 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams have taken the lead. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
Hey, kill. Check the backer. Watch out. 61, matchbox lights.
From the gun, here's Goff. And a little floater there is incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Jones. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, 3rd quarter in Indy. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that one. They opened the lead a bit further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On the toss, it's Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for goal. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Dancing to his left. On the catch, it's Crowder. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throwing Jones. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Go. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Hey, number 28, Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, he'll let this go in. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Jamison Crowder, a gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Rams.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
We're good, we're good. Go. He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
Now Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Goff's throw here finds Woods. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line.
Gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Tonight, 180. Check, 47. Bound to lose 1.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brown. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike, hey, Zoo.
On 2nd down and 4, Goff. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
30 base. 58, the Mike. So don't say nothing. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Bang, 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 bang. Shoot.
Jones now to throw on third down. Gets this off to Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
58.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Team 6. Team 6. The Mike. 58, the Mike.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Down. 70. Indy. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Switch. Hey, exit. Ready.
On first down, Swift. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man right side is Ingram. That's on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Score!
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Goff with his first throw in OT. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think